actually live in South Carolina in the US, but I'm actually currently in India. Uh, I'm visiting family here for a couple of months. So, uh, but it's nice to be connecting you with. I think most of you all are in North America, so it's good to connect with you all. And I have been part of these sessions for the last few years, and I've been in Sahaja Yoga since 2008. And work in South Carolina at Clemson University. I'm an assistant professor of industrial engineering, and yeah, so that's basically what I do. And and I look forward to meditating with you all today. The theme is going to be the third energy center or chakra, known as the Nabhi chakra. So we'll talk about some of the qualities of this center and its significance in our growth, in our spiritual growth and overall well-being, and ways to clear some of the imbalances in this center. The footsoak, which is actually a part of our routine here in the side room, is one of the most effective ways to clear this chakra, actually. So it's a good thing that we'll be doing it today. So, if you're getting your footsoak ready, please go ahead. If you're not able to do the footsoak today, but just want to join the meditation as it is, that's totally fine too.
Sudeep, your voice is little low today.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let me try to adjust my microphone settings. Is it better now? Am I more clearly audible?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Right. So there it is. If you're here for the first time for the footsoak, basically what we need is a bucket of water and salt. And we will be sitting in that position that you see here in this picture. And it's also, you should also have a mug of fresh water on the side to rinse off your feet after the footsoak. We won't put our feet in the water as yet. We will do that shortly after we start the meditation. If anyone has any questions before we begin in a few minutes, please feel free to let us know.
I think we can start the session.
Okay, great. So, welcome everyone once again. And those of you who joined in the last few minutes, my name is Sudeep Hegde. Uh, I live in Clemson, South Carolina, although currently I am in India, visiting family for a couple of months. So, joining you all from across the world. Um, so, we will begin today with the foot soak, and then we will listen to a speech by Sri Mataji focusing on the theme of today's meditation, which is the Nabhi chakra, the third energy center, and talk about some of its qualities. And then we will end with another segment of just meditation, a mostly silent meditation. So uh, I hope we're all ready to begin. So let's close our eyes and just allow the attention to settle down. We can watch our breathing, relax our breathing, breathe slow, breathe deep. We allow the attention to settle down and let it gravitate towards the subtle. Generally speaking, throughout the meditation, it is always helpful to keep our attention at the top of our head, because that is where that connection happens, where that energy, the Kundalini, emerges and connects this limited being with the all pervading energy. So, as we always do, we will begin the meditation by raising our Kundalini 3 times and then balancing ourselves 7 times. So, to raise the Kundalini, the left hand goes up from just in front of the stomach, just below the stomach, goes up along the spine, and the right hand wraps around it like this. So, we start at the bottom. We're bringing the energy up over the head. Then we tie a knot over the head to establish their energy above the seventh center. So we'll do this 2 more times. The second time, when we bring it up, we will tie 2 knots. And the third time, we will tie 3 knots. And then after that, we're going to balance our energies by bringing the energy of the left to the right and the right to the left at the level of each of the 7 chakras. So we'll start by bringing the right hand near the left hip, raise the energy of the left side, make an arch over the head, and bring it down the right side. Then retrace that path by raising the right hand, and you're raising the energy of the right side and bringing it down the left. So we'll do this 6 more times. Each time we're balancing our auras one by one. Our auras emanate from each of our chakras. And this balance is what is important for us to be able to grow, to go higher in our awareness. And now we can bring the footsoak bucket in front of us. Now, before we put our feet inside, what we're going to do is we're going to vibrate this water. So um, we're going to allow that subtle energy that flows from our hands and feet after realization. We're going to direct that into the water and the salt by making these clockwise motions with the right hand. So we do that over the water. Again, let's keep our attention at the top of the head so that there is that flow. And let's put our attention on the water and the salt, making a prayer that the qualities of the ocean be represented, be manifest in this footsoak so that it absorbs all negative energies from our subtle system and cleanses us. And now we can put both our feet inside. Let's observe how we're feeling on our hands. Do we feel the same on both hands? Or does one feel a little lighter than the other? Notice if you're feeling any heaviness or heat or any tingling sensations around your fingertips, around your palms. And perhaps these sensations, if you're feeling them, may be more on one side than on the other. So let's just be aware. This is part of the subtle awareness. That we develop and build upon after self-realization. Let's now put the right hand towards the earth. Let it just hang by your side. Let's try to feel a connection with Mother Earth. Let's feel that humility and gratitude towards her. Because all life is possible because of the sustenance provided by Mother Earth. And here we can pray, Mother, please cleanse my left energy channel, which is the side of the past, the channel of desire, of memory, of emotion, of the subconscious. Please cleanse my left side. I surrender all the heaviness due to the past, all unnecessary memories, superficial desires, superficial wanting. I surrender them to your power. Please absorb and let my left side be clear. Let the pure and subtle qualities of the left channel shine in me. Which is the pure desire to truly become the self, and to feel the joy of the spirit. This is a spontaneous process where we allow the elements to work upon us. There is no effort involved whatsoever. It is completely effortless on our part. When we are in a state of just pure awareness, just letting things happen, it starts to work out. The spontaneous balancing happens. Clearing happens. Notice if you are feeling any difference on your left hand. If there is reduced tingling, if your hand feels a little cooler, a little lighter, or if there is greater flow, these are all indications of that clearing at the subtle level. We can bring the right hand back on our lap. And now we will raise the left hand by bending the arm at the elbow and the palm facing backward. The right hand remains resting on the lap, palm facing upward. So here we appeal to the air and the ether elements to take away all the excess heat generated on the right energy channel because of all the conscious activity. So left is the side of the subconscious, the right is the side of the conscious. So all the thinking, planning, future orientedness, or even worrying, anxiety, even physical activity generates some heat, some agitation, which draws our attention to the gross, to the material. So we let go of that. We allow ourselves to disentangle. We're not to be identified with our doing, with our thinking. I am not the action. I am not the thought. Please take away all the agitation, all the tension, and all the heat from my right energy channel. Let my attention be soothed. And you can bring the left hand down. We can put both our hands towards the earth. And ask Mother Earth to also clear our first energy center called the Mooladhara chakra. And please enlighten the qualities of this center, which is an innocence, wisdom, purity. Please give me enlightened innocence. And we can also ask, please remove any remaining imbalances in my system across all three of my nadis or energy channels. And bring our hands back on our lap. Let's place the right hand on the stomach just above the navel. And we're going to slowly move the right hand around the abdominal region in a clockwise direction, starting at the top, then to the left side of the stomach, then below the navel, then to the right of the stomach, and then back on top. As we do this, we ask, Mother, please clear my void. Please purify my Guru principle. Please balance my void. Please remove any negativity and any falsehood that may have crept into my void. And bring a hand back on our lap. Let's just keep our attention at the top of our head for a few moments and just meditate silently. Actually, before that, let's just bring the right hand across the forehead, bend the head forward slightly, and gently press on both sides near the temples. And let us say, I forgive. I forgive everyone. I forgive myself. I forgive every thought. I am forgiveness itself. There is no I. To even forgive or not to forgive. And bring the right hand down. Keep our attention at the top of our head. We can, if your eyes were closed, you can slowly open it and we will conclude the foot soak. So let's rinse off our feet, take them out, and you can take a minute to go and dispose the water and then come back and settle down. So the rest of today's session, we're going to focus on the Nabhi chakra, which is the third energy center in our subtle system. Um, we're going to play a short speech by Srimataji in a minute, but before that, I'll just quickly preface by um, stating some of the basic qualities of the Nabhi chakra. So, like I said, it is the third energy center. So it is approximately it coincides with the level of the belly button or the navel in us. And there are several qualities to this center, such as a feeling of contentment and satisfaction uh, at all levels, including the material level. Um, and that contentment also makes us generous. So we become generous beings when our Nabhi chakra is opened. Um, it also it is influenced by the left and the right energy channels as well. So on the left side, which is also kind of the feminine side of our being, it helps us establish the principle of the householder. So it gives us a balanced um, principle of having a home, a family, a balanced household that includes financial well-being. All of those qualities are actually governed by the Nabhi chakra, and they can influence the balance of the center, and they can be influenced by the center in return. On the right side, on the right energy channel, um, the organ that is most associated with this chakra is the liver. And the liver is the seat of attention. So when the liver is overworked or stressed or strained, then our attention is also strained and it's not very stable. We lose focus. And on the other hand, when we are overly active, when we are always thinking about the future, when always worrying, planning, or if we have a lot of anxiety, then the liver in turn can be affected. There's sort of a lot of buildup of toxins in the liver, and there's an imbalance that is created. So on the right side, the Nabhi chakra has to do with attention, and at the physical level, the liver is the organ. And so there are many ways to actually improve our attention and also improve the condition of the liver. Again, it's a back and forth movement. When we cool down the liver, our attention also improves. When we learn to keep our attention more stable, more subtle, the health of the liver also improves. So these are some of the qualities of the Nabhi chakra. Like all the other chakras, we can feel these centers on our fingertips and around the palms. And the Nabhi is felt on the middle fingers of both hands. So, for instance, if you have had a very busy day with a lot of, uh, just a lot of work, a lot of activity, mental activity, then it's possible that at the end of the day, you might feel a lot of tingling, a lot of buzzing sensation, a lot of heat on the middle finger on the right side. It's also very closely associated with the second center, which is the Swadhisthana, which is felt on the thumb. So sometimes you might feel tingling on both the middle finger and the thumb on the right side. They sometimes go hand in hand. They usually go hand in hand. So uh, let's listen to the speech where Srimataji explains in greater detail about the qualities of this center, and then we'll come back to meditate.
The problem is this greed is some sort of an inner defect in a human being. He becomes greedy. Greedy because he has deviated from dharma. He thinks he can get pleasure out of things. He cannot. And he goes on accumulating and buying and this and that. I would say your mother also does that. I buy, but I buy things which are handmade. So that tomorrow, if I have to give it presents, or if I have to sell off things, even the ornaments you have given me, I didn't know what to do. I'm selling them. What will I do with the ornaments? I have to buy so many ashrams, this, that. My family ornaments also I'm selling because I spend money on my family things also. Just think of it. What is all this for? What pleasure does it give us? I can understand if you want to give somebody a present or somebody you want to give some happiness, joy, you should do it. But just for yourself, go on, go on. How much can you digest it? You cannot. Joy is much more in giving to others. It's not a thing that gives you any understanding of the fundamentals. And the fundamentals is that you are dharma. Within you is that is your valency. And this materialism absolutely against it. Because it creates all kinds of people. Mafias, the Swiss bank, cheats. We have communities after communities who are known to be cheats, who are very materialistic. They have no spiritual sense. So for Sahaj Yogis, I would say, of course, you have said all the mantras, so I'm supposed to do all that. What you have to do is not to buy any more anything which is not handmade. Try it. At least there should be some embroidery. At least there should be some work done on it. I'm surprised that these things are not very good for us. They are injurious to our health. So, Sahajogis must learn that they have to walk. They must walk. And they must see the nature, what is in the nature. Many of you don't know what, say, I asked the name of this flower. How many of you know? It's a very sweet name, Kiss Me Quick. Apart from its botanical name. But it is, you see what I'm saying, everything you should know. You should know about small, small things. From where do this embroidery comes? From where does this sari comes? If you walk, look at the nature. Love the trees. Love the animals. You'll be amazed. There are so many things to be known than reading newspaper. What is there to read in newspaper? For hours together you go on reading newspaper, next day you forget. You'll be amazed that this, they say that for goddess, it is said that kataksha nirikshan. Every glance, she knows everything. Any glance she puts on any man, woman, or anything, she knows where it is. And if you are my children, you should also try that. Because I always used to run out in the jungles, in the forests. I used to go to all such places, really enjoy the beautiful mother, this Mother Earth, who has created such a beautiful thing. Have you noticed just now that the colors of the background, which were made by the Russians, and the colors of this facing thing are just the same. They have used the same colors. It's true collectivity. Now you notice in the nature, it's so matching, you know. Nothing grows, nothing loud. It's so beautiful. This is red, but it has green to match it. This Mother Earth knows everything, she understands everything, she does everything. But what do we do for Mother Earth? Is to run after artificial things, machinery, this thing, and now new thing has come is computer. It's all right if you want to write letters to someone, but otherwise it's quite maddening, you know. And this computer will make our brain absolutely zero. We'll be paralyzed. We won't be able to think 2 plus 2. So anything that you want to use also should have its maryadas. Don't go beyond it. If you take to swimming, you'll go on swimming till you get sick. If you are horse riding, you will go on horse riding till you fall down. See, this is also a kind of a life which has no maryadas. Like greed has no maryadas. That's how also this kind of nonsense. I am only fond of this. I am only fond of this. You are a human being. You should never say like that. On the contrary, you should say, I must learn this. I must know this. What is this all about? It is very important. Otherwise, your personality will be a dwarf personality. And ultimately, people end up in money. I don't understand. I can't even count 200 notes. Can't even. I don't know about money, I should say. But I'm good at mathematics. But I don't know, whatever money you are giving goes direct to them and they do it what they like. Now if somebody says, how much you got for this? I don't know. How much for royalties? I don't know. Because I'm not interested. I'm not interested. What is there to be so much interested in money? But I get money all right. No problem. Never a problem. I sold one of my ornaments and I got at least 100 times more than what I have spent. Maybe you might say it's vibrations. whatever you may say. So to get after money means you get very much in the clutches of money. So what is the solution? To get rid of this greed is to try and give it to others and see the joy. Give something to others. Share and see the joy you feel by giving something. I must tell you, Gregor is not here, but I'm missing him because once I went to a sari shop and wanted to buy one sari, but I thought it's rather expensive. Why should I buy such an expensive sari? Came away. And you'll be amazed, he gave me the same sari on my birthday. And I was so filled with joy because he bought it next day, went and bought it from that shop, kept it with him, and on my birthday he gave. These small, small things can give you great joy in giving people, other people, not yourself.
Let's close our eyes. Let's be in a meditative state. Allowing that message to resonate with our spirit. Let's place the right hand on our Nabhi chakra. So, roughly on the stomach, on or just above the navel. Let's humbly ask our own Kundalini, Mother, please enlighten my Nabhi. Make me a contented and satisfied being. Let me rise above greed. Let me rise above all selfishness. Let me rise above any feelings of inadequacy. Let me be fulfilled. And let me be able to express that through my generosity. Let me feel the joy of giving others joy. This is a natural and a necessary step in our evolution, in our spiritual growth, where we release ourselves from the bindings of selfishness, of greed, of our own narrow individual needs, and realize our connection with the whole, realize our role in sharing and receiving joy with others. Make me truly magnanimous and generous. Let my Nabhi be fully enlightened and open. You can place the right hand on the left side of the stomach. Give me a balanced and secure household. You take care of my well-being in every sense, material and spiritual, and emotional. Remove any imbalances. We'll bring the right hand back on our lap and place the left hand on the right side of the stomach, just a little above the stomach, near the bottom of our rib cage. This is where the liver is. Let my attention be soothed. Let the coolness of my left channel soothe my attention, so that it is not entangled with all worldly things, with all material things, but that it becomes subtle, sublime, integrated with my spirit. Let there be peace in my Nabhi. Let my attention be peaceful. And bring the left hand back on our lap. We can place the right hand on our heart. Mother, let me open my heart. Let my heart be strong and big and clean, so that I can freely, without fear, express my love, express compassion to one and all. It is important for the heart and the Nabhi to integrate, because through our generosity, through our giving, through our sharing, we open our heart. We become an instrument to spread love, healing, knowledge, and joy. We bring the right hand back on our lap. Let us see how we are feeling on our hands. Now, if there is any tingling sensation or numbness or heat on either of the middle fingers, then we can address that imbalance in our Nabhi. So if you're feeling tingling or heat on the left middle finger, you will place the right hand on the left side of the stomach. This allows the energy of the right side to pass to the left side of the center to balance it. And we say the affirmation that corresponds to that side. So for the left Nabhi, it would be, please remove any deficiencies, any imbalances in my family life, in my well-being, in my household. If there are any tensions between husband and wife, then the left navi can be affected as well. So we can also ask, whatever the contributing factors or the causes of the left nabi may be, please resolve it. Let they be resolved. Please establish peace within my being. Now, if we feel the tingling or the catch on the right middle finger, then we will bring the left hand on the right side of the navi and say the affirmation or the prayers that we said before to cool down our attention. If you feel this chronically, then there's also another treatment to use an ice pack. So if we place an ice pack on the liver, it helps cool down the liver, that is the right nabi. And we can actually feel our attention stabilize. We're able to sleep better. So we'll bring both our hands back on our lap. We'll take the right hand to the top of the head and then press the center of the head with the center of the palm and slowly massage this area by moving the hand clockwise. You can bend the head forward slightly. And we simply, in all surrender and with all sincerity, appeal to that energy, Mother Kundalini. Please establish my self-realization. Please deepen my connection with the whole. Let this limited being be connected, be one with the unlimited. Please remove this illusion of separation. Let the drop become the ocean. Let me have my yoga, the union. We can bring the right hand down, back on our lap, and we will continue meditating for a few more minutes. Try to stay in this silence at the top of your head. Do not resist any thought that comes. Allow it to come and go by simply witnessing and not reacting to it. We can say, I am not the thought. Let us just keep returning our awareness, that stillness, to that silence, the peace that we feel over our seventh center. We can now conclude today's meditation by once again raising our Kundalini 3 times and giving ourselves a bandhan. You can always see how you're feeling over your head by bringing the right hand a few inches over the head. And the left hand. So thank you all for joining today. I'm sorry we went a few minutes over, but I hope you had good meditation. And so strongly encourage you all to keep meditating every day and keep growing. And we will meet you next week. So thank you once again. And if you have any questions, we'll be around for a few more minutes.
Sudeep, thank you for this beautiful meditation session.
Thank you, Samir.
I had a question, thought maybe asking you.
Yes.
When you said about revolve your head from the left to the like taking a bundle to the chakras.
You're talking about the bandhan?
No. Bundle to the
Right.
chakras.
Bandhan to the specific chakras?
Yeah. As
Right.
you were trying to discuss from the left from the left to the right.
Correct. And the right to the left.
Yeah. So I was asking, but what I understand is you take the button from the clockwise direction.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always clockwise because the chakras in their natural state, they rotate clockwise. So if you're looking at a person from the front, then you should see it like a clock rotating clockwise. If you're behind them, then you should see it counterclockwise. So if you were to keep your hand in front of you on any one chakra, then you would move it in the direction that would be clockwise looking from the front. Does that make it clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a peaceful, less week ahead.
Thank you. You too, Samir.
Thank you.
Any other questions? If not, I hope you all had a meditative session, that you felt that peace within. And I hope it sustains all through the week.